Do you ever feel like you've set yourself goals and dreams, but you never seem to move forward? Or you start and stop, you start and quit? Yes, today I'm going to share with you ways that will help you build momentum towards your goals and dreams. Before I go into the tactics, do me a favor, comment, subscribe, and help me reach 1,000 subscribers. But straight away, let's go into tactic number 1. Is I want you to start small. One of the most important things I've learned is most of the time when we've got big goals and dreams, we want to go all in or go all out like people say. But what I'm here to remind you is that's only going to wear you out. So when you got a big goal, I want you to start small. And the question I want you to ask yourself is, what's the smallest amount of action that I can take towards my goal? Because when you break your goals into small chunks, then you're able to take away the overwhelm. You're able to tackle them. You're able to throw away all the excuses. Let's give an example. Let's say you want to lose weight. That's an example that most people at least have gone through or are working towards. Don't say, I'm going to the gym, I'm going to work out 2-3 hours. No. I want you to say, I am going to the gym for maybe 5 minutes. I'm going to work out for maybe 10 minutes. Anything you do, I want you to start small. Look at anything great that you've ever achieved. Did you start big? I'm 99% sure. If you ask people, they will say, no, they started small. All these great achievers, all these people we look up to that have made it. If you hear their stories, you will hear, they will tell you that they started small. So why are you trying to kill yourself by going all out? And then you end up quitting on your goals and dreams. So I want you to start small. It could be saying, I started researching. This week I'm going to do research on my goals and dreams. I'm going to look into what I want to do. I want you to start small. You can't achieve everything all at once. Tactic number 2 is, for you to build momentum towards your goals and dreams, I want you to build consistency first. We all know, without consistency, you're never going to develop those habits. You're never going to get to the finish line. So instead of going out with so much intensity, how about you build that consistency first? And how do you build that consistency? You build consistency by making sure that you don't go more than 2 days without doing that activity. You don't go more than 2 days without executing your plan. You don't go more than 2 days without doing something that's related to your goals. That's how you build consistency. Don't overcomplicate it. Consistency is doing something regularly. Consistency is doing something without having so much space. Because if you leave so much time, so much days, then it's going to be hard to build the consistency. So I want you to remember, consistency is far better than intensity. Build consistency first, and then you can build on to the other things. Tactic number 3 is, I want you to start tracking your progress. See, when you start tracking progress, then you are able to see the patterns. You are able to see how you're getting on. See, every time you track your progress and accomplish a week or month, celebrate. Like someone said, what gets celebrated gets repeated. The mind picks up on it. So I want you to start tracking your progress. How are you getting on? Tick. In fact, I had someone say, every time you tick off something from your to-do list, there's a chemical reaction that you get in the brain that makes you feel good, that makes the brain want to do more of what you've ticked off. It's like progress. It's like winning. It's like creating a winner's mindset subconsciously without even you realizing it. So I want you to start tracking your progress. This will help you to see a timeline on how you're getting on. And why? Because once you get off course, you can get back on. You can say, oh, look, here, I've spent more than 2 days. I've spent 3 days without doing the activity. Let me get back on. Yeah? So I want you to start tracking your progress. Number 4 is I want you to remove friction. What am I talking about? Come, what do you mean by friction? Friction is anything that distracts you, anything that kills momentum, anything that interferes with whatever you are doing. I'll give an example. If you're losing weight, why buy all those unhealthy foods? Don't buy them, clear your cupboard, because then there's less temptation when you go in the kitchen, when you open that cupboard, to go and eat the junk food. If there's a store that sells stuff that's junk, don't go to the sweet section. Don't go to the section where you know it has your favorite things that you know make you tempted to eat things that you wouldn't be eating. So make your environment clear so that way you're not tempted by whatever it is that's stopping you from going after your goals and dreams. If you want to quit drinking, why would you want to go to the pub with your mates? Say to them, you know what, now I'm not going to the pub because I'm not into that routine yet. I'm building consistency. I'm building momentum. And once you feel like you've gone a long time, I'm not saying don't go to the pub forever. You can still go and not drink. But especially if you're just starting, remember we're talking about building momentum. Anything that gets in your way of achieving your goals and dreams is something that you should be avoiding at all costs. Okay. Tactic number 5 is do not break the chain. See, what am I talking about? Once you start going after your goals and dreams, once you start the daily actions, once you start going after your plan, do not break the chain by going more than 2 days. I talked about it in the consistency part, but this is a very, very big one. Do not go more than 2 days without maybe visualizing, without brainstorming, without doing something that leads you towards your goals and dreams. Even just thinking, taking the time to think about your goals and dreams, reading through your goals and dreams, because this is going to stay at the forefront of your mind. This is going to sink into your subconscious mind. And we all know, once something sinks into your subconscious mind, you will start taking action towards it. I guarantee you. If it means recording something and listening to it over and over and over again, do it. Because once the subconscious picks it on, then guess what? The only thing will be left is to take action on it without you even realizing. It will be like an urge. You know, when you're craving something, that's how the subconscious mind works. It will be like, do this, until you actually do it. So do not break that chain. Another tactic is, I want you to remember that action creates momentum. So I want you to remember, action creates momentum. So start taking action towards your goals and dreams. Once you take action, you'll be able to build momentum. Let's use an analogy of what happens when you have a car that's standing still. Once you start pushing that car, once the car starts moving, you use less energy because the energy because it's already in motion, then the energy is you're going to be using less energy. And that's what's going to happen with your goals and dreams. Once you get into that momentum, you'll be able to see you build it even more and more and more, and you'll be using less energy. I've got a bonus tip. For you to even get great results, I want you to get an accountability partner. Why? When you have someone that's accountable to whatever you're pursuing, they can give you a nudge. You'll be more tempted to go after your goals and dreams. Like what happens if you got a buddy you go with at the gym? Them days when you don't feel like going, they'll push you. Them days you feel like quitting, they will support you to carry on. So those are the ways I wanted to share with you on how to build momentum. Let's have a recap again. Number 1, start small. Number 2, build consistency. Number 3, track progress. Number 4, build friction. Number 5, do not break the chain. But remember the 2-day rule. Number 6, action creates momentum. And of course, the last one is to get an accountability partner. Those are the ways I wanted to share with you on how to build momentum. It's Come Be Inspired. And as always, remember, it's on you. No one is coming to build that momentum for you. It's Come Be Inspired. Have a great weekend, and I'll catch you on next week's YouTube video. I love you, my fans. Mwah.